It's a new dawn right here at VOS Studios and a good day to talk about some of the interesting stories that made it to the front pages of our national dailies. My name is Osasogi IBAE, and as usual, I have our frequent guest analyst right here with me in the studio, Mr. Shuyi Ayodele of the Nigerian Tribune. However, he's no longer a guest if he's always frequent, right, Mr. Shuyi?
Thank you, Mr. Sogi.
Good to have you on the show today. Okay, so we are going to be, as I said earlier, talking about some of the headlines, major headlines on the front pages of our newspapers. We have two right here with us today. We have the Vanguard newspaper and, of course, the Nigerian Tribune. And, the screamer on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper here says, Nigeria in trouble, security architecture of no use, Southwest, South-South governments. And just above the masthead, it says powerful elements causing violence in Southeast to create room for planned invasion. And this was said by Ohaneze. And the next one here says senator escapes death in Kogi, gunmen kill 2 policemen in Akwa Ibom, hotelier wife in Ogun. And on the front page of our Nigerian Tribune newspaper, the screamer here says, Nigeria can't afford a war, says Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo. And the writer to that says, security situation threatening, but Nigerian would be consumed. And this is a statement made by ex-president Obasanjo. Right now, at this point, we are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we are going to be focusing our attention on the screamer right in the front page of our Nigerian Tribune. Just stay with us. Many thanks for sticking around. We are still reviewing some of the headlines that made it to the front pages of our national dailies this morning. And of course, right now, we're going to be focusing our attention on the screamer right in front of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, which says, Nigeria can't afford a war. And this is a statement that was made by the Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Oshibanjo. And of course, I still have with me in the studio Shuyi Ayodele of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What do you make of this headline, Mr. Shuyi?
Well, the Vice President is a professor of law. He's also a senior advocate of Nigeria, and he's a pastor. Those 3 things I mentioned should be able to put him in a very good stead to appreciate the condition that we are in Nigeria, that we are already in a war situation.
Okay, why do you say so?
Please. Look at all the headlines you read from Vanguard and all other newspapers. Just take every newspaper you see today. At least you will see nothing less than 3-4 stories on their front pages relating to bloodletting, to killing, to kidnapping, to all those kind of things. What do you get in a war situation? So when the man is saying Nigeria cannot afford war, okay, maybe we should reply that war can afford Nigeria. Because that's exactly what we are.
Does it get worse than this?
No. Please, for crying out loud. We are talking about restructuring. Because the only thing that is bringing up all these crises and everything is because of this federation. It's a loose federation. It's not, as a matter of fact, we don't have federation. We don't have not practicing federalism. So we are practicing a pseudo-federalism. And people are agitating. Give us true federalism. Let's restructure this country. Let's get this country to a level that it is not only one section of the country, that you have all the security heads of all the security agencies coming from one single section. The entire, for instance, we asked this question about a week or 2 weeks ago. What is the stake of the Southeast in Nigeria here? Vanguard the other time is talking about security architecture we have is of no use. We don't even have any. Because everything from the police to the army to the air force to everything headed by a section of the country to the exclusion of others. And then the crisis we are talking about, for how long will this thing go on? Boko Haram started long ago. By 2015, we had this administration promise that within a short period of time, they put an end to it. But between 2015 and now, we've lost more people than we've ever lost in this country. And we are talking about, so Professor Oshibanjo and whoever is in power should know that we are already in war. The only thing I think Professor Oshibanjo or any other person that wants to speak about our situation should be talking about is how do we get out of this crisis that we are in? Because we are already in war. Okay. So can't we just call a national conference? Let everybody sit down together. If we want to continue as Nigeria, if we want this federation to continue, this is how we want to do it. It's not just a matter of sitting down in Abuja and telling us Nigeria cannot afford to. What have you done to prevent Nigeria from sliding into full-blown war situation?
Okay.
Because the difference between what is happening now and full-blown war situation is because we don't see the guns all over the place and everybody is
Yes.
But hey, you can Smart Adeyemi, Senator Smart Adeyemi, the other day said you cannot travel, embark on a 50-kilometer journey in Nigeria today without something happening to you, which is true. Senator Odia about 2-3 days ago was attacked, in short, on his convoy. 3 policemen were shot, and that's a senator that has a quite number of security agents following him and attack them. So what are we talking about? We already, and when Obasanjo just say the situation is threatening, but
will not be consumed.
Nigeria will not be consumed.
Yes.
What else can consume this country apart from this situation?
Begs the
I
question.
don't know. Look, what I think these leaders are doing is that because of their vested interests that are scattered all over this place, that's why they are not saying what an average man is saying. Obasanjo, Chief Obasanjo that is talking this way, I know that Chief Obasanjo can, before he moves from first Isakula where to Ibubahir, he will have nothing less than 30 policemen guarding him.
Yes,
so he
of
will
course.
feel the heat that an average man that is being killed on the street is feeling. Professor Oshimage, if you were to come to Benin here, 2-3 days before his arrival here, they will have deployed all the security architecture to come and protect and guide and make sure that nothing comes to you. So he can sit down in Abuja and be telling us that Nigeria cannot afford it. Instead of sitting down to address the situation we are seeing in Nigeria, we are already in a war situation.
Okay, so now, in your own opinion, how would you suggest that we move out of the situation
Yes,
right now?
that's exactly what I said. I said, when you are in a situation like this, you'll be able to sit down as leaders to say, okay, why are we here? And what has been the recurrent factor that people have been talking about? Why is it that suddenly the Yoruba people are saying we want to do a republic? Why is it that suddenly, I mean, the agitation for self-determination in the Southeast is gaining ground by the day? So you need to address all those issues, and it bothers them to practice of true federalism. True federalism in that there will be merit above mediocrity.
Of course.
The issue of federal character and the rest, because you brought in the idea of federal character because you are not practicing true federalism. If you are practicing federalism as a Yoruba man, and I've spent about 21 years or going to 22 years in Benin, I should be able to put myself up and say, okay, I want to be chairman of Oredo local government or a local government where I reside.
Definitely.
And then nobody will now begin to see me that's Omo Yoruba. They will see me as somebody who has been in this, because I know the culture, I know the
Of course.
21, 22 years in Benin, but I can still not do it. I cannot even contest for the councillorship of the ward where I reside. So that's exactly what we are talking about. Announcer man in Benin City should be able, who has spent or who was even born and bred there, go to area there. There are some of them that they don't even know any other place apart from Benin City.
Yes.
He should be able to stand up and say, okay, I want to be chairman of Ward 2, councillor of Ward 2 or Edo local government. And everybody will say, okay, he's of good character, we'll vote for him. Do we have that kind of institution here? So that is exactly what we have. Go to federal ministries. Who are the people there? We want to make appointments. Who are the people you are appointing and the rest? So that is why this agitation for self-determination and everything. And that is why some people are catching in on to make sure that, okay, there will be crisis all over the place. In the Southeast today, the Ohanese, what we were talking about, he said some powerful people are sponsoring the violence because they want to plan
invasion.
So when you have a set of people having that kind of mindset and everything, you need to address it. Otherwise, before you know it, even before Oshibajo will realize it or anybody, the country will already slide
into war.
And then it will consume all of us.
Oh, well, it's always such a powerful meeting with you. So much knowledge spewing out of you. Thank you for honoring our invitation once again, Sui Ayodele. This is how we're going to draw the curtain on the show done on VOS TV for today. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOS TV News and follow us across our social media platform at VOS TV. My name is Osasogi IBA. Do have a lovely rest of the day.